Take the night off cooking and dine better. Celebrate better at the Coach House in Deniliquin tonight.
Part of the Ace Radio Network. 88.5, 103.9, 102.5 Edge FM.
21 degrees in Melbourne. Late showers tomorrow, a top of 25. It's 6 o'clock. Good evening. I'm Tony Tardio. The state government is being urged to use the upcoming May budget to reveal the cost of every major project, with fears the Metro Tunnel is the latest project facing time and cost blowouts. Stephanie Wacklerwick reports.
The Labor government's big build projects have already blown out by more than $38 billion combined, and Shadow Minister for Major Projects David Southwick wants the government to come clean on how much each major project will cost Victorian taxpayers in the May budget.
How much the SRL is going to cost? How much is Metro going to cost? How much is the Westgate Tunnel going to cost? How much is the level crossing is going to cost?
The cost of the Metro Tunnel has blown out by at least $3.36 billion, and there are concerns that number and the timeline could blow out even further, with reports of contract extensions for the workers who are meant to be demobilising the Town Hall and State Library stations. But Senior Minister Colin Brooks insists the two CBD stations were always going to take the longest to build, but the new line will be ready to take passengers next year.
They've always been complex projects. They're deep underground in the middle of the CBD, but that Metro line will open 2025.
At State Parliament, Stephanie Wacklerwick, 9 News.
Accused triple murderer Erin Patterson has been told she'll likely remain in custody for more than a year after expressing a desire to have her case heard in the local community. The 49-year-old has been charged with 3 counts of murder and 5 of attempted murder after a beef Wellington was served at her Leongatha home in July last year, which was allegedly laced with death cap mushrooms. A barrister has told the Latrobe Valley Magistrates Court his client does not want to have the matter moved to Melbourne or fast-tracked to the Supreme Court. Patterson has been remanded in custody to face a committal mention on May 7. The family home of the founder of the burgatory chain and Palestinian activist Taya has been firebombed. A Molotov cocktail was thrown at the front door of his Lower Templestowe home just after 5 o'clock on Friday morning. No one was injured, but Taya is taking to social media to label the incident as either terrorism or a hate crime. It comes after a burgatory outlet in Caulfield North was set alight in November. The Prime Minister has touched down in Papua New Guinea for talks with his counterpart James Marape. Anthony Albanese will attend a commemoration dinner in Port Moresby tonight. Tomorrow he'll begin walking part of the Kokoda track in the lead-up to Anzac Day. Mr Albanese says he'll pay tribute to the courage and sacrifice of those who fought in the jungles of Papua New Guinea.
Kokoda is the stuff of legend. As a young Australian, we all learnt at school the legendary status of those brave soldiers who fought against the odds.
WorkSafe has charged a company director after he was caught driving a ute in the state's high country with a 19-year-old teenage apprentice lying down in a toolbox. The incident occurred in February 2022 before the vehicle was driven from Tolmi to Mansfield. The 31-year-old man faces a single charge under the Occupational Health and Safety Act of failing to ensure that a workplace under his management or control was safe and without risks to health. In finance news, the share market up 84 points, the dollar by 64.4 US cents.
Echuca Auto Group, the home of Kia and Cherry, Northern Highway Echuca.
GWS will challenge Toby Green and Jesse Hogan's one-match bans at the tribunal as the Giants fight to clear their 2 stars to play in Thursday night's Anzac Day match against Brisbane. Richmond's Jack Graham is upbeat about the Tigers' chances of causing an upset over Melbourne in their Anzac Day Eve blockbuster, despite their long injury list.
I'll definitely back us in to be competitive. That's what we, base our game on. Our pressure. We'd love some boys out there that aren't, but gives opportunities for our young boys to step up.
And Melburnians will miss out on seeing the Matildas play in the next Women's Asian Cup after Football Australia revealed Victoria was not on the list of proposed host states for the 2026 tournament. It's 6:05. That's the latest in news and sport.
G'day, Fantasia with the latest in sport thanks to PowerCore. PowerCore supplying power to homes across Western Victoria. Greater Western Sydney will head to the Tribunal this week to challenge the one-game bans handed to both Toby Green and Jesse Hogan. West Coast will also challenge the suspension handed to defender Tom Barras. Hogan is up against a ban for striking, while Green and Barras are contesting rough conduct charges. Essendon coach Brad Scott has confirmed ruckman Sam Draper will play against Collingwood on Anzac Day. That's despite fellow tall Peter Wright returning to the side from suspension, who Scott says is ready to go after missing the past month of footy.
He's done a power of work. I mean, he's always impressed me with his professionalism, but he's approached this block as almost like a mini pre-season block. So I doubt there's a better prepared player going into this round of football than Peter Wright.
That's sport, and it's all thanks to PowerCore. PowerCore's year-round vegetation inspection and cutting program is keeping communities safe.
If you're a tradie and you can't afford $30 a week to market your business, are you even serious about success? Be a trusty tradie. Call 5881 1811.
Advertise with the local station that gets you results. That's us. Call today on 5881 1811 and get your business on the radio.
Hey, you better get to Rob's retirement sale at Denny Better Home Living. It's your last chance. After 29 years, Rob's got heaps of better bargains, and it all ends Saturday. Rob's retiring, so get him before he's gone. Better get to Denny Better Home Living now. George Street, Deniliquin.
102.5 Edge FM, your official emergency broadcaster.
For 25 years, Aussies have been powering their passion with Battery World. So if you're hitting the open road, on your next outdoor adventure, or simply taking pride in a job well done, there's only one place to go, and that's Battery World.
Edge FM weather.
A-quality premium drinking water, servicing the listening area. You'll never be concerned about the quality of your drinking water with A-quality. Lowest price and 30% cheaper than out-of-town suppliers.
Your 4-day forecast for northern Victoria and the southern Riverina. Down to a low of 7 degrees tonight. Sunny tomorrow with light winds northwesterly. Looking ahead to Wednesday, sunny with a top of 20 degrees. On Anzac Day, Thursday, partly cloudy with a top of 20. And sunny on Friday, heading for a top of 21 degrees. Deniliquin tomorrow, headed for a top of 28 degrees. At Chickamauama seeing 27, Cobram 28 as well.
The Big Mac is the original mouthful, a one-of-a-kind flavour that now comes in 3 sizes.
At the moment, it's 19 degrees.